28 years later is proving incredibly divisive here on TikTok, which I don't understand at all because I think this movie rules. 28 years later takes place 28 years later from a zombie outbreak, and society has somewhat stabilized on a small island just outside of the English mainland. We're introduced to a young boy taking his first steps into the mainland where he'll have to confront these zombies and confront what it is society actually stands for. I think this movie is so much more interesting than a lot of people are giving it credit for. It's a zombie movie. There are some great kills. It's very gory, but it's also kind of this wonderful coming-of-age story for this young boy. It's a rumination on toxic masculinity as this young boy has various older male figures in his life and he has to decide which one he wants to emulate. And all of them, or most of them, emulate various degrees of toxic masculinity. As is so often the case with these kinds of monster movies, yeah, there are zombies around, but the real monsters are humans and how rotten we can be on the inside. I think if you're willing to meet this movie on its level and are just game for a bonkers ride, I think you'll have a good time with it. A lot has been said about the very final scene. I'm not going to get into spoilers in this review. You can check out my other 28 years later if you want to break down about the ending, but I think it ultimately works. It's a massive tonal shift, but I think the movie earns it. It might come across as too silly for some, but I think it ultimately plays into those themes I was talking about earlier about how this young boy is going to grow into a man and what kind of man he wants to become. But we know this movie's getting 2 more sequels. I think The Bone Temple comes out next January, so we won't even have to wait a year to see how all of this plays out, and I, for one, am very excited.